In this video, we are going to discuss about the mechanism of human breathing and respiration. Pulmonary respiration involves breathing that can be divided into two phases. One is inspiration, another one is expiration. Then, diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide across the alveolar surface. Then, transport of gases by the blood, the fluid connective tissue. Then, cellular respiration, that is the utilization of oxygen for different catabolic activities. Let's now understand the mechanism of breathing. First, the inspiration, that is the intake of fresh air. It is an active process. The diaphragm gets flattened, increasing the length of the thoracic cavity. In a similar fashion, the other muscles of the rib cage also move forward and outward, increasing the volume of the thoracic cavity. As a result, the air is drawn into the lungs till the pressure of air inside the lungs and outside becomes equal. The passage of air inside the respiratory tract is as follows. From outside, air enters into the external nares, then nasal passage, internal nares, glottis, larynx, trachea, primary bronchi, secondary bronchi, tertiary bronchi, then intrapulmonary bronchi, bronchioles, then lobular bronchioles, respiratory bronchioles, then alveolar ducts, atria, air sacs, and finally air reaches into the alveoli. The second phase of breathing is expiration. It is a passive process. When the muscles of the diaphragm and other parts relax, the volume of the thoracic cavity decreases. As a result, the foul air that is being collected inside the lungs is expelled out and expiration is said to have happened. The passage of air being expelled out of the body is just the reverse order that of the inspiration. That from alveoli, air moves into the air sacs, then atria, alveolar ducts, through respiratory bronchioles it reaches into the lobular bronchioles, then bronchioles, then intrapulmonary bronchi, tertiary bronchi, secondary bronchi, primary bronchi, then it reaches into the trachea, then comes larynx, glottis, internal nares, nasal passage, then external nares. From it air moves out of the body. Then, gaseous exchange. The lungs are filled with fresh air as a result of inspiration, where the exchange of gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide take place. As the membrane of alveoli is profusely supplied with blood capillaries, it acts as the actual site for gaseous exchange. That oxygen is absorbed from the alveolar air into the blood. See, in the video also it is there. And carbon dioxide is diffused out from the blood into the alveolar air. Gaseous exchange also occurs between blood and tissues of the body. It occurs between the air in lungs and blood in its capillary. It occurs, or gaseous exchange occurs, by simple diffusion process. It depends upon the concentration gradient of concerned air. The ultimate aim of all respiratory activities is the cellular oxidation of metabolites with the release of energy in the form of ATP. Glucose is the preferred cellular fuel as it is the main metabolite that produces energy. Glucose catabolism is called cellular respiration. It involves two processes like glycolysis and Krebs cycle. The result of cellular respiration is the production of carbon dioxide and water along with energy. The carbon dioxide hence produced is diffused into the blood and removed out during expiration. The summary of human respiration is: first exchange happens between atmosphere and lungs, that is ventilation. It occurs in the alveoli of the lungs. Then second exchange of gases takes place between lungs and blood here. Then transport of gases in the blood takes place. Then it reaches to the cells, and here blood and cells exchange their gases, and in a similar fashion inspiration and expiration takes place. That's all for now. In my next video, we will discuss about cellular respiration, that is glycolysis and Krebs cycle. Thank you.